Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to the LDL Week 2 Team Builder. Now this week we are battling David again. Now David battled in the RBL last season. Really good friend, fantastic streamer, fantastic battler. I recommend you go and check out his socials. They will be in the description below. Please do go and check him out and give him a follow and subscription. I know he'd very much appreciate that. But today we are battling a sand team. Extra very scary in Sand Rush. If he gets the swords lines up in Sand Rush, then I am in a really bad situation. Gigalith sets up sand. Drake Assault is, bolt beaking in Sand Rush, which is scary. You've seen it in my RBL team this season. It is a destructive force. Sorry, I've just eaten. So excuse me for a second. We've got Thunderous Incarnate, which is actually kind of scary as well. We have got the two mons that are weak to that. This one, three mons actually. Three mons that are weak to the Thunderous. Got Orbital, which could be a problem. I'm not expecting it to come, but it could be a problem if it does come, setting up screens. Slowking, which is annoying for me to deal with, except for the Decidueye. Kind of the rest of my team struggles a little bit with it. We've got Incineroar, which, is always fun to go up against. Intimidates on things like Zygarde, Darmanitan, Shifu can definitely be a problem for me. Rotom Mo, not too worried about, but it could be a problem. I haven't got the most to cover it, if I'm honest. I haven't got an amazing amount to completely destroy it. We've got Conkeldurr here. Now, Conkeldurr is very, very scary. I'm just hoping to brute force it, if I'm honest. I've got plans with Decidueye, but yeah, brute forcing is going to be a lot of this week's tactic. We've got Scolipede, which if it starts getting up speed boost, we are in a really bad situation. The best thing I've kind of got to deal with this thing is Zygarde. Unfortunately, we have got Zapdos as well. Zapdos can somewhat deal with it. Same with Darmanitan, but I can't let it get too many speed boosts up because it just will cause me problems. And then Gliscor. Gliscor is not super scary, but at the same time quite difficult for me to deal with. So, But yeah, my team, we've got Zygarde with our Lumberry here. This means that it can't try and hit me with like a Will-O-Wisp or a Thunder Wave, or even a Toxic to try and break me down. I'm hoping that will work out for me, because obviously if Zygarde gets a +1, it's going to do a lot. We've got 1,000 Arrows here, which hits his team really nicely, like Excadrill, Gigalith, Drake Assault, Thunderous, Incineroar, all hit super effectively. You've got the rest of the team except for the Gliscor are hit neutrally by it. So 1,000 Arrows is a really, really good move here. If I get to +1, honestly 1,000 Arrows is really good, especially late game. Crunch hits the Slowking for super effective damage, and then Zen Headbutt hits the Conkeldurr for super effective damage because the Conk is very scary. Even at +1, my 1,000 Arrows only does like 50%, which is really scary. I did try and get Dragon Meteor to work, but it did not. It was only doing 50% there. So, it is a problem, but at the same time, we're going to try and work our way through it. Managed to put my speed in here just to make sure I'm outspeeding some different Pokemon at some different levels. Can't think what I'm outspeeding here. I think I'm outspeeding the Excadrill. So this is designed to outspeed Excadrill if it's not in Sand Rush. If it's in Sand Rush, then I'm kind of screwed, but at the same time, I don't think I die to any attack from Excadrill on Zygarde. Moving on to my second mon for this team, we have got Alola Ninetales, running it very, very similar to what I did last week. We've got Blizzard, obviously Snow Warning, Blizzard combination quite nice. It'll hit things like the Drake Assault for super effective damage, the Thunderous. I've got Freeze Dry to hit the Slowking. Freeze Dry or Blizzard hits the Rotom Mo really nicely. Blizzard will, Moonblast will hit the Conk really nicely. Blizzard, if the Scolipede tries to switch in, is going to be a problem for it. Freeze Dry for the Gliscor definitely works there as well. So we've got a really, really good kind of matchup there with the Ice type attacks. Obviously, Aurora Veil on here for support because if I can get that up, then things do a lot less to me, and setting up things like Zygarde becomes much easier. So Aurora Veil, I think, definitely could be coming out this week. It's got 8 turns. I'm expecting there to be Brick Break on at least the Excadrill, and then probably Defog on Thunderous, and possibly Rotom Mo can run Defog. But yeah, I think definitely he's going to want to try and get rid of my hazard this week. I'm running no hazard removal, so if he wants to stack hazards, he can go ahead, because I have not got anything to deal with that, and that would just chip me down. But yeah, that's Alola Ninetales. I'm designed to outspeed again with the Excadrill, as long as it's not in Sand Rush. If it's in Sand Rush, I've got a problem. but it outspeeds the extra drill, and as well if it's Scarf, but I don't expect him to Scarf an extra drill when he's got sand on his team. But obviously I can set up the hail of this to get rid of sand, so it is definitely a possibility for me to work through with these, and then I've just got some bulk and some of the special attack investments to hit some different things. Moving on to my third Pokemon, we have got the debut. Yeah. We have got Zapdos, Galarian form coming this week. We've got leftovers on here. I did want to put Life Orb on in the initially, but then I thought with yeah, he's on there. I thought I misput something on. But yeah, with Brave Bird on there, I just couldn't justify the recoil along with that, and it doesn't get any form of recovery, so I thought leftovers works better. Defiant, if there's an accidental drop on something from something, it could definitely really help me. Also, Intimidating Incineroar is not its friend. We've got Close Combat. Now that hits the Excadrill, the Gigalith, it hits the Incineroar, it will hit quite hard on the Rotom Mow, it will hit the Conkeldurr, relatively okay. We've got Brave Bird, which is the Gliscor, Scolipede, and Conkeldurr. And then we've got Throat Chop, which hits the Slowking and also the Orbeetle. And Orbeetle's also hit by Brave Bird. And then we've got U-Turn just to get out of there in some scenarios. That can definitely be handy to get a pivot with some different things. Now I've gone for speed enough to outspeed Excadrill, because realistically that was the one that I needed to focus on there. All the other mons were kind of a bit too fast or a bit too slow. His speed tiers are very top tier, and then low tier he hasn't got many middle tier kind of speed tiers there, except for like the Excadrill and the Dracozolt, and they're all like, and the Rotom, they're all like kind of banded together, so planning for that was quite annoying. But yeah, that is the plan with Zapdos G. We have got Decidueye. Now Decidueye coming back this week, hopefully going to be putting in some work. I have gone with Colbur Berry, because that means I live from the Conk with Knockoff, and a Air Slash combined with Leaf Storm should do enough to kill the Conk, and I'm EV to outspeed the Conk. EV to outspeed Conk under any scenario, except possibly Jolly. I'm not sure if I count that, but seeing a Jolly Conkeldurr would be very interesting. Leaf Storm here does a lot of damage to a lot of the team. Even Excadrill doesn't like to take a Leaf Storm. We've got Gigalith takes a lot. Dracozolt doesn't take too much, but I do have Shadow Ball to deal with that. Thunderous, you know, not really wanting to see that, but Shadow Ball can do some damage. Orbeetle and Slowking do not want to be in against this thing. Incineroar just comes in. It just comes in, does stuff. Conk, as I said, this is my main counter to Conk. Scolipede, you know, could definitely hit me really hard. I have got Air Slash though, which should hopefully hit it hard as well. Its defenses are a little bit weak, but it's got things like Reflecting Light Screen up, that's going to be a problem for me. And then Gliscor here as well, I've got Air Slash. I don't think Gliscor likes to come in against the Decidueye. I don't think it wants to do that per se. Moving on to the penultimate Pokemon, now we have got a Choice Scarf, Darmanitan, again, same as last week, and this thing just is count to outspeed the Scolipede, which is the fastest thing on the team without a speed boost, obviously, because I wouldn't outspeed it then. But it just gives it that little bit extra speed. We've not gone for the U-turn pivot this week. We've gone for, obviously, Sheer Force. We've got Flare Blitz, which just blitzes through Excadrill, it goes through Orbeetle, it goes through Rotom Mow. It does a lot to Conkeldurr, it completely takes out Scolipede. There we've got Earthquake, which hits the Gigalith for super effective damage, the Dracozolt for super effective damage. It also hits the Slowking pretty darn hard, hits the Incineroar for super effective damage, hits Scolipede for, well, Scolipede's already covered. Gliscor, it doesn't hit too hard, but I have got the Zen Headbutt. No, I haven't got the Zen Headbutt for low speed. I've got the Rock Slide for Gliscor and also for the Thunderous. So super effective damage there, and then I've got Zen Headbutt to cover the Conk. I did think that would work better than U-turn on this set. I did consider U-turn, but I thought having 3 U-turn ones would be very interesting, and I decided against it, honestly. So yeah, that was kind of Darmanitan. A little bit of speed, but a lot of attack output is going to be on this mon, and I'm hoping that I'm going to get a lot of chip damage with this thing, or like it's going to come in a late game break, because it can honestly do that. Moving on to the last one, we have got a Sheafy Rapid Strike, again Choice Scarf. I did consider choice banding it, but I thought Choice Scarf works ever so slightly better. Again, outspeeding the Scolipede. We've got Close Combat, which hits the Excadrill, the Gigalith, the Incineroar, and the Rotom Mow for a decent amount of damage. We've got Surging Strikes, which basically takes out the Thundurus unless he's a really bulky variant. He should hit the Dracozolt really hard as well. We've got the Orbeetle getting hit hard by the Surging Strikes. Incineroar's taken out by it. Conk will take a lot of damage from it as well. Scolipede, I think, is taken out by it, and Galizapod is not going to like that, not going to want to take that. But Thunder Punch will definitely be my option for Galizapod there, and also for Slowking. Slowking obviously being a problem for me, being able to Psychic me, and that's going to do a lot of damage to me. So I do need to be very, very considerate of what I do there. U-turn is going to be an option here to get out of there, to get into a different Pokemon, to deal with the probable Slowking switch in. Now, there is a blinding oversight to this team. Not a blinding oversight, but it's made things a bit difficult. Basically, he could run hard Trick Room. He could run a hard Trick Room team, and that would cause me problems. Honestly, my team is designed to not outspeed. Oh, sorry, my team is designed to outspeed, and he could definitely take advantage because I have got quite a fast team in general, and I have gone for a fast breaking team, which is a little bit of a problem, if I'm honest. And Trick Room works really well. Obviously, Slowking can initiate it. You've got Conk there. You've got Galizapod. You've got Dracozolt, which can work if I'm faster, obviously. Orbeetle could definitely do some shenanigans. Incineroar's quite slow. So, you know, lots of scenarios that can be run there with a slow team. With Trick Room, but I will see kind of how the play goes. I'm hoping that the Slowking is not going to be too much of a problem, but it does definitely come because it is a big thing against my team. Now, what do I predict him to actually bring? Gigalith, 100%. Excadrill and Dracozolt, I am 99% sure they will come. Thundurus, I think it'll be Dracozolt or Thundurus, and I think the Dracozolt is more likely to come because obviously Zygarde's 1,000 arrows will just completely obliterate the Thundurus in one go. Orbeetle is a maybe. Slowking, I think, is a definite. Incineroar, I think, is a very likely one to come. Rotom Mow, less likely. He has got a lot of electric types on this team. I do think that he was less likely to bring it because of the 1,000 arrows, but he could bring it because of the 1,000 arrows, because obviously it being neutral. And then we've got Conk, which definitely comes. Scolipede, which could definitely come in the right scenario. Galizapod, I don't think comes, so, you know, difficult for me to say with this team. I think a lot of the Mons stand a good chance against my team. It wasn't as easy to plan for as I thought it was going to be, but, you know, that's what we're going to try and do. So anyways, that is going to be all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.